Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just Jake here and welcome back to my channel for another GTA Online video. And in today's video we're going to be creating Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. So this is another video in my custom character creations. Last time, as you can see, I did create Agent 47. A little bit disappointed that I couldn't remove his hair altogether, but that's him standing right there. Like I've already said, we will be creating Simon Pegg, aka Shaun from Shaun of the Dead, in this video. So without any further ado guys, let's get straight into it. So we're going to go into the heritage. I did have a little look through these before, and the best one that I could find was Benjamin, because he's got the most generic looking face. Everyone else has got quite heavy features, like Nico has got a massive nose. Obviously these guys are like Asian, so they've got the wrong kind of skin colour and eyes. Obviously this guy's got the brown complexion, and this guy's like really old, so he's going to be no good. So the most generic face that I could find was Benjamin, so he's probably going to be the best one to grab. And I've got the resemblance and the skin tone all on Benjamin, but I could quite possibly change that because Simon Pegg has got quite a, I wouldn't say, he hasn't really got many manly features. I know he's got like the receding hairline, he's got the goatee and stuff like that, but facially his facial structure doesn't seem sort of like that manly. So maybe we could choose sort of like another mother to sort of like resemble that. Maybe Charlotte is good. It might be a good choice. Maybe change the resemblance down to half and half. Maybe that might work out a little bit better because Benjamin's got quite a manly looking rugged face, but obviously Charlotte's got the softer looking features. So maybe if we go, yeah, we'll go half and half on that, but we'll leave the skin tone all the way over to Benjamin. So then we're going to go to the features and the custom brows. So we are going to change these. So like I was saying, Simon Pegg's got quite a soft looking face, so he's not angry in any sort of way. So we are going to change this. We're going to bring him up a little bit, and we don't want him to protrude too much because I think probably there is probably the best for this. We want him a little bit up and in. Then for the eyes, at the moment I've got them quite wide, and I suppose probably in the middle is probably the best way to go with this one. So yeah, we're going to go with that. For the nose, he's got quite an upright nose, like, oh, it's not so much like that. You know, it's quite a short nose, so we'll go up a little bit, and it is quite narrow as well. So I think, yeah, round about there is good. For the nose profile, and we are going to change this. We don't want it crooked though. We want it kind of just in the middle, just about there, and we will make that really short, probably as short as it will go. Maybe a little bit off. So that's as short as it goes, and we want to bring it out just a tiny bit, just like that. Then we've got the nose tip. You don't want it broken left or right. We want to leave that in the centre, but we do want to turn it up just a tad, just like that. So what we are going to do actually, because now I've done that, he looks kind of weird. So we're going to make his nose profile a little bit longer, so it comes out a little bit more. There you go. That's a bit better. Sweet. So he looks cool like that. So then we've got the cheekbones. He doesn't really have much in the way of cheekbones. So we're going to have them go all the way in and maybe bring them down a touch, probably into the middle. That looks good like that. Then we've got the cheeks. Yeah, he's gaunt. He hasn't got puffy cheeks at all, so we're going to leave that all the way to the gaunt. And for the lips, he's got quite thin lips, I believe. That, yeah, they're definitely not fat lips like that. Jesus, definitely like that. So we're going to leave them all the way to the left on the thin side. Now for the jaw, I've got it quite rounded at the minute, so, and quite wide, but he hasn't got a wide jaw at all. It is really narrow like that, and yeah, it's definitely not squared, so it's rounded and narrow all the way up into the corner as far as you can go. For the chin profile, he's got quite a short chin actually, so we're going to go up, and it's not out really at all, it's quite far in, so we're going to go, I think that's pretty good. Maybe go down a touch. Yeah, that works well, I like that. Now for the chin shape, it is definitely, I suppose it's bummed a little bit, so we'll go probably there, but then it's quite pointed as well. So yeah, there's good for the chin. And that is it for the customization for the features. Then we're going to go to the appearance of, yeah, we're going to leave, no, we're not going to leave this, we're going to go to the hair. At the moment we've got the close shave, so we need to find one which is kind of got that spiky, similar to this, but he is receding quite dramatically. That might be quite good, but it's quite long around the back, so that's probably one we might go with. That's probably the closest actually so far. So like I said, it needs to be quite receded. It's quite long all over as well. Yeah, so far that's probably the best one that we could find. So I'm probably going to stay with that, and It's not quite orange. Can we get the highlights on this? We can't get the highlights, so I'm not going to keep it 19 because that's far too orange. That's a little bit too red. Actually, that's quite good. This one here, colour 17. I think that works quite well because it's kind of like a strawberry blonde. You know, it's quite reddy, blondish. So yeah, I think that works quite well. So I'm going to go with colour 17. For the eyebrows, he hasn't got much in the way of eyebrows, so we'll go find just a a standard generic eyebrow if we can. There you go. I think those ones work quite well. The fade away, they look quite good. Now for obviously his facial hair, he's not clean shaven at all. So he's got a goatee. So very similar to that actually, the circle beard. So yeah, we're going to keep that. So next we've got the skin agent. I did have a little look through these just now, and I believe the middle aged is probably the best one to go with. So you get the crow's feet, you get the little wrinkles in the forehead. So it's not overly dramatic, but you know, I think it's just right. Skin complexion, we've got the rosy cheeks at the moment, and I think that's probably quite accurate for what we need. So yeah, we're going to leave the rosy cheeks, maybe turn up the opacity a little bit. Actually turn it up all the way, why the hell not? Yeah, we'll turn the opacity up all the way, and I think that looks pretty cool. We're going to leave the freckles and the moles to none, skin damage is none. And for the eye colour, I think I'm going to go with green for the eye colour because it's they're kind of like a hazily colour, but I don't think we can get anything close enough to that. Light brown's pretty good, but it's a little bit too light for my liking. So yeah, I think green is probably the best way to go, so I'm going to go with green. So then we've got eye makeup as none and lipstick as none, so that's it for the appearance. And for the apparel, I will leave for once we get into GTA Online. Right guys, so once you're in your nearest clothes store, you want to go into the shirts and then go and find this white tucked. Then you want to go over to the pants, into suit pants, and purchase these black pants. Then you want to go over to shoes, into the loafers, and then go and purchase these sienna leather loafers. Then we're going to go over to the accessories, into watches, and go and purchase this gold pendulous time star. And last but not least, you want to go into ties and purchase the red tie. So again, my dudes, there is my custom character creation of Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. And overall, I think he looks pretty good. I know that in GTA you got limitations. There was a perfect shirt that I actually wanted to get for this character, but I couldn't add a tie to it, which was absolutely ridiculous. Because the shirt would have been perfect. So I did have to settle for this white tucked shirt, unfortunately, because it's got them two fucking massive cargo pockets on the front, and then it's got rolled up sleeves and not short sleeves, which is disappointing. And it's not really that white either when you look at it. It's kind of like an off-white, it's a bit grey. And the shirt I wanted originally was perfect. It was short sleeved, it was pure white, and it didn't have them big pockets on the front. But the downside to it is we couldn't add the tie. Alternatively, I did try and find like a red bandana to put around his head, so it looked like Shaun of the Dead from further on in the film, obviously when he takes his tie off and he ties it around his head, but there was no such thing, so I had to go with this shirt with that tie, because otherwise the tie wouldn't have been part of the build, or the creation should I say, and it wouldn't have worked as well. But overall I think it's come out okay. So we've got like the right sort of trousers, the ideal brown shoes, which he have like loafers, kind of, and he's got his watch, and he's got his sort of white shirt, shame it's not short sleeved, and his red tie. So overall I think he's come out pretty good. Facially I think he's pretty cool too. Like I said, there are limitations in GTA to what you can actually do, so this is the best possible creation that I could do for Shaun of the Dead, but like I said, overall I think he's turned out pretty well. So as always guys, you let me know what you think of this creation down in the comments below. It's always appreciated, and if you did enjoy the video, please give me a 2 sweet, show your appreciation, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel for more GTA 5 content. And until next time guys, I'm out. Adios.